What's up, y'all? Still out here at the range, as you can see behind me, and it's getting colder and colder out here, but I think I got a few more left in me. So we're moving back to 9mm this time, having a little fun. So as you can see, I got my chrono, got 2 blocks of gel. Now I've done a couple tests already. I've done a punch and a 5.7 test, so I'll leave links up above if y'all hadn't seen that. So there's a couple of tracks and a few projectiles left, but we should have plenty of room on this front side. What we're testing today, as you can see by the title, we're testing some 9mm Winchester Elite Defenders against some Browning X-Point Defense. Both of them 147 grain. Now the Defender, we've done a 9mm 124, and they performed fantastic out of my little P365. So I'll leave a link for that if y'all want to check these out. These performed very much like the Winchester T-Series. So I'm hoping we get about the same performance out of these. Now the 124s were plus P. These are not plus P. So both of these are rated at 1,000 feet per second as far as box velocity. So got the Defender Elites, and like I say, we got these Browning X-Points. Now I've never tried these X-Points, but the projectile looks real similar to that USA Ready Defense with the little cross filling in it so it doesn't clog and supposed to expand uniformly. But now this is built into it. It's not like an insert. It says rapidly transferred in. It says formed metallic hollow point for consistency, toughness, and reliability. So I'm not sure if this is a non-lead round or not. So I guess we'll find out here in just a second, but should be interesting to see what they do. As far as the tool we're working with today, I'm definitely changing it up big time here. We're working with the Ruger PC Charger. I hadn't messed with it in quite a while, so I figured I'd break it out and put a few rounds through it. Now this thing's got a 6.5-inch barrel, so definitely longer than the average of what most people's going to be using, but probably still some usable data we can get out of it anyway. Just, you know, just kind of ramp it down a little bit. But I just wanted to use this one. Like I say, I hadn't used it in a while, so I figured I'd put some rounds through it. But anyway, let me get y'all set up. We'll get started. All right, y'all, let's get us some speeds as usual. So we're going to do a 3-round average. I'm going to start out with the Browning X-Points and see what kind of speeds we're getting. Like I say, box velocity says 1,000. We may get a little bit more out of this barrel because I don't know what size barrel they tested out of, but let's see what we get here, y'all. $1,014, $1,015, and $992. So let's check the 3-round average on that. All right, so a 3-round average on the Browning X-Point is 1,007 feet per second. So right at what they're saying for on the box, and this is out of a 6.5-inch barrel, so that tells you something. Let me get reset. Let's check out those Winchester Elite Defenders. All right, here we go, y'all. 147 grain Winchester Elite Defenders, 3-round average. 1,049, 1,053, and 1,041. So those are a little bit faster. Let's check the average on those. All right, so the 3-round average on the Winchester Elite Defenders is 1,047 feet per second. And if you remember on them Browning X-Points, it was 1,007. So 40 feet per second more out of those Elite Defenders. So not a whole lot, but a little decent amount. So let me get all this reset, and y'all know what time it is. All right, y'all, it's hard charging jelly time. We're gonna start out with the Browning X-Point first. Since I've never used any of these, I'm curious to see what they do. So here we go. Again, through the 6.5-inch Ruger PC Charger. All right, look like a nice hit. I tried to keep it over to the left and out everything else. I think I did. Let's go check that out and see what happened. All right, y'all, that went quite a bit further than I expected it to be honest. So I backed y'all up some in case this Elite Defender does the same thing. So here we go. Let's see what the Defender does. I'm gonna try to put that right up underneath the other one. All right, good clean hit. Let's go down there and check them out. All right, y'all, let's take a look at what we got here. Some pretty nice results out of both of these, which I guess I should have expected out of a 6.5 inch barrel. So on the top is the Browning X-Point. On the bottom, the Winchester Elite Defender. Both of them absolutely fantastic wound channels. I mean, and these wound channels carried basically the entire length of the wound, as you can see. I can already tell you now, the Browning X-Point is completely backwards, and it had a pretty big old rebound. It come on out here to where the Elite Defender is, but then it rebounded back into the first block of gel. The Elite Defender had about a 1/2 inch rebound, but nothing extreme like the X-Point. Both of them, I can tell the Elite Defender is expanded excellent, phenomenal expansion. Looks just like that 124 plus P that we tested last week. Now the Browning X-Point, it's expanded, but it doesn't look like near as much expansion as this Elite Defender, but we'll check those out. As far as penetration, this Browning X-Point, like I say, it went out here to 19 and rebounded back right at 16. It's exactly into that right at the end of the first block. So went out to 19, rebounded to 16. So a lot of rebound there for whatever the reason. Now it is facing backwards, and I've noticed that when these projectiles do tumble and face backwards, they seem to get more rebound than normal. So, but that being said, the Elite Defender, it went out here to looks like 18 1/4, and it rebounded to about 7 3/4 is where it's sitting at. So very nice penetration on both of them, very nice wound channel on both of them. So let's pull these projectiles and let's get some data on those. All right, y'all, let's check out these projectiles. So on this side, we got the Browning X-Point. This side, the Winchester Elite Defender. And as you can see, a lot more expansion out of the Elite Defender. Just look at the difference in the height on those of the unexpanded part of the projectile. And then from the face, you can even tell the Defender peeled way back on those pedals. Now this the Browning X-Point did expand, and it was completely backwards, so I would say that's got a big part in the less expansion on this one, without a doubt. The Elite Defender was sitting sideways. It was kind of sitting about like this, but this Browning was totally backwards. So now what I can tell you is none of them lost any material. There was absolutely no material loss in either one of these. Nothing in the tracks, nothing missing from the projectile. So I'm not going to mess with the scale, but we will get some measurements on the size of these things. So let's start out with the Browning X-Point. So the Browning X-Point, we'll go from pedal to pedal here. Got 0.52, 0.498, 0.46. That was a kind of a short ways there. So that's the X-Point. Then the Elite Defender, we got 0.58, 0.58 there. 0.588, so definitely a little bit bigger expansion on this Defender. It seems very, very consistent as far as the expansion goes too. But overall, as far as performance wise, excellent performance out of both of these. Like I say, now this was a 6.5 inch barrel, so it's going to be above average from what you're going to see in your normal everyday carry, or even like probably a nightstand use. But I mean, this PC charger is definitely a viable tool for home defense or anything you might want to use it for. But great performance out of both of these on this. All right, y'all, another jelly test down. This time using the Ruger PC charger. The data from this one may not be that useful, being that it's a 6.5 inch barrel. It's going to be longer than people's carry tool and a lot of people's home defense even. Now, granted, it would make an excellent home defense tool. I actually use an AR9 8 inch for one of my main ones, so definitely a very viable home defense tool right here. That being said, these rounds performed excellent out of it. Excellent penetration, wound channel is fantastic. The expansion on them was good. Now granted, that Browning X-Point didn't expand quite as much just because it turned around backwards, but still, I mean, you can't hardly ask for much more out of the total performance out of these rounds. If y'all did enjoy the video, make sure you hit the thumbs up, make sure you subscribe, and hit that bell notification icon so when I upload these new videos, you can get notified and check them out. Leave me some comments down below. Let me know what y'all think about these rounds, and do you use something like this platform here for maybe a home defense with a longer barrel like this? Let me know in the comments. I'll be interested to hear. Check my Amazon storefront affiliate link down in the description. Like I always ask, if you shop through Amazon anyway, hit that link up first. Doesn't cost you anything extra. And then once you go through that link, you go through Amazon just like normal, do your shopping. Anything you buy after that, we get a kickback from Amazon towards the channel. So I appreciate that. Appreciate all my range gang members who reached down and hit that join button. I really do thank y'all for that. I appreciate each and every single one of y'all who watches my videos all the time. Thumbs up, subscribes, and leave me comments down below. Let me know what you think about this test. Let me know if y'all would like to see some more tests done with platforms like this Ruger PC Charger, or would you just rather me stick to standard carry type of stuff? Let me know down in the comments what y'all's thoughts are. Tons more stuff on the way, so make sure you stay on the lookout for that. And in the meantime, stay safe, stay prepared, and I'll see y'all soon.